democracy. Radio democracy. On news, views, and entertainment. The true voice of the people. Radio D, to you there's no equal.
Second to none, second to none. Radio D, you're still number one.
You are the voice of the voiceless.
Choiceless.
You are the choice of the voiceless.
Choiceless.
Real.
Sure. Yeah.
Check it out. Check it.
You did
Radio
teach and preach,
Democracy,
but good
the true
governance,
voice
you
of the
are pursuing.
people.
From New Englandville studio, good morning and welcome to the second edition of the program Good Morning Salone for this week, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today na Tuesday, April 9, 2019, where they bring this edition of the program come to you. My name is Musa S. Kamara.
Good morning. Inside the program this morning, according to the secretary at the Japanese embassy, Hiroki Yamashita say the Japanese government don't give 1.5 million United States dollar to Salone government for improved agriculture, health, education at Cambia and Pujaun district. President Biodo assures some investor them where they now na the country for can invest na different sector them say government go give them the support where they want for do them business them na Salone. And today inside the program, the director of sport, Dr. Kenneth Bremer, go talk about how them plan for address the different challenge them where they now at the sports sector.
Well, this and plenty other story them day inside the program plus work about all the inside the program for you. Members say you dey listen to we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl, courtesy of Osiwa and powered by Africell. The program na Good Morning Salone. You can be part of the program by way you can send message to the number 0779819181.
The program where they listen to Good Morning Salone, as you hear from one power headline them today, Radio Democracy they look at they challenge them we don't they na the sports sector. Well, for can talk about then challenge here and how the Ministry of Sports plan for address them. Now the studio we get Dr. Kenneth Bremer and the Director of Sports and the Ministry of Sports. Good morning, Doc, and welcome to the program.
Good morning.
All right, continue for the tweet at the program. We will join you shortly. We look at the first issue inside the program this morning. For long term now, the God on the be among member them now the Salone Cycling Association, Osai Winston Crowder and Percy Nicholson. All they claim for be legitimate president of this association, as he say in at the Secretary General for the association, Curtis Johnson, alleged say member them na this association be don't elect Percy Nicholson as them president inside 2016. He talk more to Musa S. Kamara inside this interview.
Mr. Winston, DC Crowder will be done vote him out in 2016 after we been get to elective Congress. Winston DC Crowder no say after 17 years where he don't rule as president of this association, people they don't tire with him. The general membership say, okay, we they pull you come on now through the ballot box.
When you look at Article 8A of the Constitution of the Cycling Association, states say before election take place, the president, when an incumbent, therefore declare this election open. But when I hold this election way, according to you, the president not been there. So how credible you could describe the election then day?
According to the National Sports Council, then the Act, it provides say this National Sports Council gets supervisory power over all sporting discipline, and the National Sports Council now the parent body for all sporting discipline. They can do anything for promote sports in Sierra Leone, and then thought and fit say therefore use them power because Mr. Winston DC Crowder be done they prolong this election unnecessarily, and then thought and fit say for call Mr. Winston DC Crowder make it can conduct make we can hold this election. Mr. Winston DC Crowder deliberately boycott a Kana Stadium the morning when the election be take place and left and go. We use the constitution, whereas the Ministry of Sport, National Sports Council used them power under the Act for supervise the elections.
Also, una law states say before una get election, una for don't get 35-day notification to all member them. We the part of the cycling association. Before una hold this election, would have been notify member them for this election?
Me as secretary and notify members them, but Mr. Crowder been get 1 or 2 ways I be manipulate during the 10 and then at the sports council. According to the constitution, every nomination form must be submitted to the Secretariat not later than 21 days before Congress. So, Mr. Crowder manipulates because of the ministry won't conduct elections. Then say, okay, let we go submit with nomination forms na National Sports Council. And we did, as they say, we go submit them, and then Mr. Crowder presents delegates list for the Congress. And AG Kuruma used the delegate list for announce Mr. Crowder in presence, even though in the absence. So there were 3 candidates for the presidency: Mr. Winston D.C. Crowder, Mr. Percy Nicholson, and the third person in name I don't forget. 3 people let me contest. And Mr. Percy Nicholson emerged as the winner. So I don't feel say any reason they for make somebody say we set aside the constitution.
That's now Curtis Johnson. Maybe they talk to Musa S. Kamara, we be they confirm say member them na the Salone Cycling Association being elect Percy Johnson as the president inside 2016. Well, as all this they be, Musa S. Kamara been same way so talk to Winston Crowder, way in say in the right president as he say member them been same way so elect them inside the election where them been conduct inside 2016. Way happen.
I'm very legitimate. When I talk about legitimacy, over 90% of the membership, well over 90%, probably 95% of the membership endorse my presidency, and the National Olympic Committee of Sierra Leone recognize my presidency, and the African Cycling Confederation recognize my presidency, and the International Cycling Union UCI also recognize and approve of the presidency.
Evidence shows say you don't be president for the Cycling Association for over 17 years, right?
Yeah, 2002 I got elected to the presidency of the National Cycling Association the first time, yes.
But you anyway aware of election where this union or association hold in 2016? We said they elect new president. We said they elect new president.
Well, this association, the National Cycling Association of Sierra Leone, not really hold any such election as you mentioned. However, a group of people say they hold something we call election, which normally gets the mandate of the membership, and I can assure you that number, all over 95% of our membership were not there. And according to the constitution, the president of the National Cycling Association will declare for Congress, what they refer to as notice for Congress. That was not released. So after all that, when we get into the African Congress, now Egypt, Luxor to be precise, in February 2017, the legal commission have been taking cognizance of all we reports from both sides, clearly tell us say there was no Congress held on 2016 and nobody was elected, so I continue for retain the presidency until such a time I will take them to Congress.
So 2016, now we 2019. Waiting don't happen now, and as we don't get somebody we say in the president na the cycling association we na Nicholson. Who say you stand?
What na not people like you say not to load na aid, right? For declare yourself president, anybody can do that. So it's not about you declaring yourself, it's about having the right legal background into your declaration. And in this case, they lacked such legal background. The membership, let's forget about the legal situation first, which already favor me. No count to the general situation. The membership of the association refuse for be coerced into this situation. They refuse for go to this conspiracy. Then still they insist. Say the president will recognize is Winston D.C. Crowder, the man speaking to you right now. And the International Cycling Union, where according to the constitution, they get a strong mandate over us. They continue for insisting now Winston Crowder. And they have asked me on several occasions, they have asked us to go to Congress. They refused. They have asked me to declare for Congress. And I've just done that on the 31st of March. So that means on the 26th of April 2019 at Lonsar Town Hall, the National Cycling Association will be going to Congress, and that Congress will be witnessed by a representative of the International Cycling Union.
You talk about International Cycling Union. We talk about International Cycling Union. We get National Olympic Committee and we get Ministry of Sports. Then get for the part of this Congress.
Obviously, I will invite all the stakeholders. Already we have notified all of them.
Alright, that's now Winston Crowder. If they talk to Musa S. Kamara inside that interview, there, Usai himself be the claim say in the right president for the Salone Cycling Association, as they say the election where some member them been conduct inside 2016, they not been doing the right way, and instead say it conduct new election inside April this year.
Well, the program they listen to na Good Morning Salone, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As you heard earlier from our headline, we get the Director of Sports na the Ministry of Sports. The Director of Sports na irresponsible for the effective running of sports na Salone and self they supervise all the 36 disciplines them way they na sports and self na the first point of call for sports na Salone when it comes and decision making. And we get Kenneth Brimer, we don't take 9 months now this office as he been getting appointment inside August 2018. Captain Brimer don't dey inside football for a long time of sports as he have been first term captain for both District Football Association and self licensed A coach holder from England and self been on managed community team. Dr. Brimer, welcome again to the program.
Thank you very much.
With that overview of mandates, pardon, Guy, 9 months into office, how we don't like?
Well, thank you very much for the 9 months I done in the office as Director of Sports. We don't make beaucoup achievements. First, when I take office, I can say almost all the disciplines were almost dead. So with me being in the office as Director of Sports, we don't try for bring all sporting disciplines back into functioning. So within this border, the whole of Africa, with the implementation of the football, we don't able to employ over 600 youths, which they then go work. And apart from that, this time I done in our office, Sierra Leone, I don't take the university team to Port Harcourt in Nigeria, where we go compete. Wait for a long time, that did not happen, and almost for this moment, all the sporting activities really they don't see a lot of changes. Not long ago, we get the karate team. We visit Senegal. We then participate in that competition. They come back with 12 medals. When Nabi been even give them the medal in my office. Then you talk about the tennis association as well. Recently, they go Benin. They do very well. And as well, the cricket team itself don't do very well. And I can tell you, say, in the whole of Africa, now we no more get a female coach in cricket.
All right. Dr. Brahma, you say 9 months into office where you don't come as Director of Sports, you don't do so much for change the issues them where we don't be in the sports sector. Of course, people can see the Premier League them for revive and just like how football they play now in the country.
Well, as I said, we have again a lot of things we don't put in place. Where we get for not only football, as I tell you, most of the sports